Hello, welcome to another episode of Geek Lunch Me. I'm your host Chris, as usual. Now it's going to be a quick video today because I had some unexpected news with the announcement that Patty Jenkins has said that her Rogue Squadron movie is back on. So I made a video a little while back, check it out if you've not seen it, where I took a look at all of the Star Wars projects that had been announced and never actually come around to fruition. One of them being the Rogue Squadron movie from Patty Jenkins. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget, hit the thumbs up, helps out a great deal, helps the video get seen by a lot more people. And if you're not already subscribed, well, smash that subscribe button. We'd absolutely love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. So it was all the way back in 2020 that it was announced that Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman, amongst other things, was going to be directing Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Even went as far as producing this promotional video showing her gearing up and getting into an X-Wing. And then, of course, Wonder Woman 94 came out and didn't really set the box office alight. And then we had the pandemic, if everyone remembers those dark days. And then it appeared that Patty Jenkins was signed on to direct Wonder Woman 3. And then in 2022, it was announced that Rogue Squadron had basically been officially dropped. Well, now all of a sudden, Patty Jenkins has reappeared on the scene and has this to say. So when I left Star Wars to do Wonder Woman 3, I thought maybe I'll come back to Star Wars after Wonder Woman 3. So we did a deal for that to happen, started a deal, but I thought I was doing Wonder Woman. When that went away, Lucasfilm and I were like, oh, we got to finish this deal. We finished the deal right as the strike was happening, so I now owe a draft of Star Wars, and so we will see what happens there. You know, like, who knows? It's hard. They have a hard job in front of them of what's the first movie they're going to do. They have other directors who have been working, but I am now, you know. I'm back on doing Rogue Squadron and we'll see what happens. We need to develop, you know, to get it to where we're both super happy with it. So Patty Jenkins says you know a lot, but I don't know, are we really left knowing very much? Of course, when James Gunn decided to take over the DC universe and start from scratch, Wonder Woman 3 was dropped. And now, according to Patty Jenkins, she inked a deal with Lucasfilm to go back to Rogue Squadron. But then the writers and actors strikes got in the way. But now she's saying now that's all over, that she's got this deal to produce a script. So where does that leave Rogue Squadron? What are the actual chances of it appearing on the screen? So for me, I wouldn't get my hopes up too much at the moment. Patty's statement just seems, you know, sort of quite wishy-washy. She says there's a deal. Obviously, Lucasfilm and Disney haven't announced anything official. We know the next movie that's coming is Mandalorian and Grogu, which is coming in 2026. Then very likely it will be the new Jedi Order movie with Rey, which I think is still, they still haven't got a working script yet. That will possibly be 2027. And then obviously we've got the first Jedi, sort of set thousands of years before the James Mangold movie coming. But, you know, whenever that's coming down the line, who knows? So yes, I suppose they could fit a Rogue Squadron movie in at some point. I do think it's an absolute no-brainer. I think Disney execs will be looking at something with like Top Gun Maverick. With it, over its $1 billion box office haul. I can just imagine some execs sitting in an office. The whole idea of taking sort of, cadets in training and going out on missions is set in the Star Wars universe. I can see they'd absolutely love that idea. And the majority of people absolutely love Rogue One, especially the space battle at the end. I would be absolutely happy to see more of that. I think it's got the potential to be a fantastic movie. I think the original idea when it was first announced was that it was going to be set after Rise of Skywalker, so when the sort of new Jedi Order is starting up. So it wouldn't surprise me if they still go with that. It sort of makes the most sense. For me, I'd love to see Oscar Isaac turn up as Poe Dameron. I think he was a fantastic character in the sequel trilogy. They might do it as a cameo. I hope it would be more than that, and he was part of the actual squadron. And of course, years ago, we had the Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron books, which were really fun, and they were quite popular. And I think people would be really happy to see this project going forward. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think this project will actually see the light of day, or is it going to be another thing that Disney quietly shelves and never actually comes to fruition? Or like me, are you quietly confident that one day we'll get to see some Rogue Squadron dogfights up on the big screen? Whether or not it's Patty Jenkins directing, who knows? But it's certainly an episode of Star Wars I am looking forward to. So that's it from me. Take care. Until next time, eat geek and be merry.